Hey friends, welcome back to our channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Angie and in today's video we're continuing with the Christmas decorating and today I'm sharing our Christmas mantle. If I'm being honest with myself, our mantle is one of my favorite spaces to decorate because I just love how it looks at Christmas time. This is where we're starting. I've already added our garland that I got from Hobby Lobby several years ago. And I'm holding this up on the mantle with these command hooks that are bundle clips, I think is what you call them. And they hold up just about anything you need to hang up for Christmas decorating. I've also added some fairy lights, and these are plug-in lights that I just add around the garland to add that special glow that I love at Christmas time. And I'm going to add some more things to this garland just to give it a little bit more dimension and make it a little bit more interesting. So that's where we're going to start and just add to this with these gold bells. I got these at Hobby Lobby several years ago, and I'm just taking floral wire and just wiring them onto the garland. I love to add bells to our garland, and I do this garland in an asymmetrical way. And I just love the look of this with the bells. I love to add ribbon to our Christmas decor, and I'm using this tartan plaid ribbon that I used on the Christmas tree. I'm also using this Noel ribbon. Just, I love the look of this. And also some green satin. I'll just be combining these all on the mantle to bring in those lovely traditional colors. And for this plaid ribbon, I love it with these navy blue curtains and just that pop of red for that Christmas look. And I just loop this around. I think I added 2 loops to this and just wired it together. These bows are really easy to make. And then this one I'm just going to tie into a simple bow and just add it on top of the tartan plaid ribbon. And I'm just using a little hot glue to glue them all together. I just add the satin bow on top of the plaid ribbon just to make it look a little bit more stout. I also added the Noel ribbon and I just threaded it into the green satin ribbon just to make it look like one big bow. And I'm just going to wire it onto the garland. And I put my bow right above the top of the bell to cover all that up, and all you can see is just the bells hanging down from the ribbon. And I make the ribbon long. It runs the length of the garland, and I just love the plaid, the green, and then that little pop of Noel ribbon. Now that the ribbon's on and I like the way it looks, I'm going to move to the top of the mantle. And I'm not going to put very much on the top of the mantle, but I do have these gold candlesticks, and I just hot glued a wreath on the front of one of them. I added them to this side of the mantle at first, but you'll see that I changed that up because I want to balance out the mantle. Now for the stockings, I mix and match our stockings. I have this houndstooth type red stocking and then a cable knit stocking that I just add together. And I can only find 3 of my stocking hangers, so I've got to get creative and figure out how to bundle these together on the mantle because I don't want to buy any more stocking holders. So I'm just going to add 2 of them up on the mantle. And I like these because you can hide them and not see the holders. And I like that look. I don't like big chunky stocking holders. But I just put the 2 stockings together, just lined them together and hung them from the stocking holder. And I like the combination of these 2 hung together. And I just did this on both sides with stockings. I ended up hanging some gold bells on the stockings, and I'll get back to that to finish that up in just a minute. But I wanted to add a little bit more to the cedar garland. And I have this magnolia garland that I thought would be perfect to intertwine into the cedar garland just to give it a little bit more dimension with the different color greens. And I wanted to add magnolia to our Christmas decor anyway, and I thought this was a perfect spot to do that. And I'm just gonna twist it into this garland, and I had a few leaves that came off the garland, so I'm just gonna stick them into this randomly in places and just add the magnolias for that beautiful traditional look in our home. I also had a few picks of eucalyptus that I wanted to add to this garland, and so I just stuck them in at random places in the garland. And I like the different color greens, and I love the eucalyptus mixed with the cedar. I was planning to add paper white bulbs to this flower pot on the fireplace, but I didn't get around to it, so I'm just adding a green wreath and some extra ornaments that I had left over. I told you I was going to revisit the candles that I had on the mantle, and I decided to add a small, thin plaid ribbon to carry that red to the other side of the mantle. And I decided to add the candlesticks to the right side of the mantle just to balance everything out. I also added pheasant feathers. I didn't video that, but I wanted to have that traditional Ralph Lauren look, so I added a few of those.